important. What comes next? Because in so much as you can look at periods where you've only seen small, are we going to see another period like this? Are we going to see another period like this? Obviously, this is impacted by COVID, but nonetheless, can this be sustained? That is going to be the big question, considering the Nikkei is running at around about that 34K mark now. Are we going to edge further closer towards the record highs of 38,000, so we don't have to spend every week talking about the Nikkei being at a 33-year high? Joining us now to discuss just that and how you should be thinking about it, Jesper Koll, Expert Director at the Monex Group. 1 second, there we go. Thank you so much for joining us, Jesper. Now, firstly, I was looking at your notes and you're thinking 40K on the Nikkei is within the realm of possibility.
Look, I mean, the fundamentals point in the right direction. You find that business confidence is back. Very important, Japanese CEOs are now using their retained earnings for the first time in 30 years to actually invest in people, to invest in the business. So the valuations, plus the fact that new investment is happening, plus the fact that you've got a government that on the money and the fiscal policy side remains very supportive, I see no reason for why we shouldn't be setting, a mark be above 40,000 over the next 12 months.
Exactly, and there's been a lot of interest coming from overseas as well. But I've got to ask you, because you said the government, the BOJ remaining incredibly supportive. So do you think that means that they don't move on YCC, they don't move on the ZERP anytime soon? Does it extend your expectations in terms of the timeline? Because I'd look at the Tankan now and I'd be like, okay, we're seeing that the CapEx expectations are there. Perhaps inflation's moderating a little bit. Maybe they should move sooner then.
But the interesting thing is there's no smoking gun. Why should I change monetary policy just for the sake of changing monetary policy? It makes absolutely no sense. So from that perspective, I think that Governor Ueda is playing a very, very good game, because it's this watchful waiting. And they've looked very carefully, at the underlying momentum that is happening. And I think for all intents and purposes, it's going to be next spring, when we're going to see the next shunto, the next wage negotiations, to actually see that the deflation spell has been broken, that Japanese CEOs are actually for real, not just one-off, but for real, investing in people and in capital investment expenditure. That's when the time comes to normalize interest rates.